ready. Test the audio. Always. Audio test, audio test, audio test, audio test. Audio test. Audio test. Audio test. That's better. All right. We are going to just start with campaign. I have played Planet Coaster 1, of course. I like Planet Coaster 1, but I usually just go with Sandbox Parks. So I think completed like one career mode park ever. But nonetheless, we're just going to play, see what happens.
Why, hello there! I'm glad you could make it. I'm Oswald B. Thompson, the CEO of Coaster Coast.
Oh, Oswald, I didn't realize we had a guest. I'm terribly sorry. It didn't come up on my schedule.
Not to worry, Eugene. This is the person I was telling you about. You're looking at the successor of Coaster Coast.
Honestly?
Well, providing everything goes smoothly, of course.
It looks
I can't just
great
hand
so
them the
far.
keys to the kingdom now, can I, eh?
Goodness, I do apologize. I've just checked my roster, and there you are, right between King Coaster and Queen Splash. Not quite sure how I managed to royally mess that up, but never mind. You're accounted for now.
Marvellous! Well, with that sorted, I think it's about time Eugene, our brilliant ride engineer, and I showed you the ropes. Consider this your official induction.
It's a great big blend of potential parks out there, but you'll need to go through Coaster Coast induction first. Please keep your arms and legs inside this coaster on boarding at all times and strap in for some lessons in park management. Great.
Before we get started, we have a checklist of objectives from HR that we need to go through. I know, but it's been company policy ever since one of our interns didn't know how to move around. We left them to it, only to find them in the same spot 3 days later. Oh, that won't be you though. Let's try moving the camera around the park now.
All right. So this is all the same.
I've got something that I think you'll enjoy. It's time to build your first ride. I'll hand you over to Eugene. He won Ride Engineer of the Year in 2016, so you're in good hands.
I took the liberty of getting a ride ready for you to build. All you need to do is find a place to put it.
Oh, I think I'm putting it there. Custom flat rides. I've actually been quite excited for custom flat rides.
Splendid! Our guests will need a way to access the ride, so let's add an entrance gate.
The entrance there.
And with every entrance, we need... That's
Exit
right,
there.
you will need
Guess
to
it's
connect
close
a
to the phone.
queue path to the ride entrance. Without one, guests will not be able to access the ride.
Ooh. Let's see. Go for straight. Earth is better because it looks more natural.
We obviously won't need queues for guests leaving the ride. Could you imagine? So you'll need to make sure you're connecting a standard park path to the exit gate.
It's a teacup ride, so I don't think we'll need that much of a queue. We'll take a standard path. Just click over there.
And that's it. That's all the steps.
It's also worth
It's
noting
open.
that our guests will have to pay for tickets to enjoy the rides in our parks. We control how much we charge, though. So let's encourage guests to ride our latest attraction by setting the ticket price to bargain for now.
That's free.
We can always increase the price later. As I like to say, when you achieve popularity, charge premium for prosperity. But one step at a time, eh? For now, a very well done and a shiny medal earned. That's your first ride built, and I'm
Nice.
sure it'll be the first of many. The addition of a new ride will have given a slight boost to our park rating. Multiple different factors contribute to this rating. So, you'll want to pay attention to the park rating overview. The better the rating, the more guests will visit.
So the reputation.
Ah,
is great.
while driving the guest count up is good, we need to make sure the guests also remain happy while they're
We're gonna
visiting.
make shops.
As you can see, we've just received a report that not all of the guests are enjoying themselves.
Here come
It
those
seems
shops.
some are rather thirsty.
Oh yeah.
To avoid this in the future, it's handy to keep checking on the Guest Needs tab. If things start dropping too low, you should step in and solve the issue before guests decide to leave.
Let's start by quenching any thirst amongst our guests with a new drink shop.
Right. Facilities. Drinks. Taylor, Gulpy. It doesn't matter which one, so I am going for a Gulpy shop. Put it right there. Then we need to open it.
Brilliant! Now, the guests will need somewhere to relieve themselves after all that intake. Why not build a toilet nearby? We wouldn't want our guests walking around with crossed legs now, would we? That isn't good for anyone's posture.
Turn there. Yep. We want the toilet, and we'll just put the toilet right next there.
Speaking of walking, guests will get tired pretty quickly and their energy will drop if they don't have a place to sit. We should make sure there are plenty of benches available. Think of them as Plankonian recharging stations. They're even wireless.
Let's see. So we have the mythological stuff over here. I think a bad place. Bench over here. Eat place tree. So I'll place from now on there. And let's see. Yeah, I think just continuing along this path. Yes.
Amazing work! The guests will be a lot happier now. However, it does come at a price.
Do the same.
More food and drink in the park also means
Bins?
more
There.
waste.
Exactly. So it's important we have enough bins for people to properly dispose of their waste.
One over there.
Fantastic! That'll keep the park looking cleaner. We shouldn't stop there, though. Let's make the park look even better by adding some scenery around the ride you build. That way, guests can enjoy the view while they queue.
There's 3 scenery blueprints. Like this one. Does it fit our inventory? No. Okay. I like that the controls stayed mostly the same. I am, however, going to put this one. Fit. Close enough. Yeah, that's close enough. So you walk in through the gate, then some scenery for inside the ride. What's this? Ooh, that one is nice. Slightly it doesn't make sense, there's no water. A centerpiece. That one's big. Let's see. Yeah, that's not too important. I think it's expensive as well. And a final piece of scenery.
I think that's everything checked off the scenery list. Well done!
Nice.
Wow! The park is looking great! I can see why Oswald picked you. You're a natural. Now, if we're to keep adding more rides or facilities, they need to be connected to the power grid. Select an existing generator to view its info panel and see how much electricity it's producing.
Alright, so
As you can see, the generator is powering a network that covers the area filled with rides and facilities. Let's expand that network to cover an open area of the park. To do that, place and connect the additional power facility to the grid.
okay, so that's interesting. There's my house. You just do. Okay. There.
Nicely done! It's all running very smoothly indeed. But to keep the generators maintained and working, you must hire mechanics. Without them, the generators will start gaining a condition penalty, which will decrease the power output. Oh, it seems we don't actually have any mechanics hired. Well, that won't do. Let's hire a few straight away. It may seem excessive, but they're essential when it comes to the maintenance of rides and facilities.
I think then we now manage power as well.
Uh-oh, I must have jinxed it. We've had a ride break down. Good job we have those mechanics to go and nurse it back to health. An available mechanic will automatically be assigned to fix a broken ride. However, if one is not available, you will have to select the Call Mechanic button to reassign somebody to the job. Be careful, though, as reassigning a staff member might mean you no longer have coverage elsewhere.
Hiring staff is just the beginning, though. You also need to pay attention to staff morale. If it gets too low, staff will start to quit their jobs.
Yep.
Breaks are absolutely essential when it comes to keeping staff morale up. And just like guests, our staff need a place to re-energize. To make all of their tired little dreams come true, you should place a staff building. Admittedly, they're not the most glamorous of buildings. So, I'd advise you to place your staff building away from the guest areas, wherever possible. After all, we don't want to bring down that scenery rating that you worked so hard to build up.
And that's why I recommend to put it in the middle of the park during this tutorial.
Great! Now the park staff have somewhere to go on their breaks and enjoy some peace and quiet. We just need to ensure our inquisitive guests don't go waltzing on in there for the free coffee, claiming to be lost.
Ah, staff path.
The best way to avoid this is by connecting an exclusive staff-only path to the building. Guests won't dare step foot on those tiles.
We'll need to build a mechanic workshop. Here, mechanics will generate research points that are used to unlock new items for your park.
Those buildings are snapped together as well. Nice. Yeah, I need to go to do that. Staff path. That's one lead path. It works.
Let's leave the mechanic to it for now. We'll
Apparently
revisit
works.
this soon.
Oh, what an exquisite sight. I think I need a moment.
Oh, get some every time.
Nice.
Ah, just in time. Our mechanic has earned enough research points to unlock something exciting. Let's take a look at the research tree and aim to unlock the coaster pack. It'll bring a tear to Eugene's eye.
For here, research, chain lift coaster.
Oh my!
It's kind of interesting how we already have
is
a
that-
tilt coaster, but we
Is
apparently
that the one I was designing?
can't make
The very
a
same, lad.
chain.
I was just about to make a start on it. But I tell you what, why don't you walk our new friend through it?
It would be my pleasure. Now, this is just a little something I made earlier. First things first, you'll need to select the blueprint.
coasters.
Good. And place the coaster down wherever there is enough space.
That's quite a big one as well.
Perfect. One important note here is that, unlike flat rides, coasters need to pass a safety test before they can be opened.
Okay, so
Now's as good a time as any. Would you like a countdown? 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 4, 4, 4. Oh, you just want to get on with it. Oh, okay, not a problem.
can I rotate it? Please? No, that's also fine.
While we we wait for the test to finish, let's take the opportunity to add some scenery around the coaster.
Okay. Don't feel this type of scenery. Not really cosmetic anyways. Place this inside the helix. Will it work? Yeah, sort of. Works good enough. And this one. There. Same stuff. And we'll put this one over here.
Oh, and remember to open the ride like you did earlier on.
Well, we first need to connect it to a path. So let's first connect it to a path. To presume that enter the entrance. Also going to presume this will be enough. Render path. Here, into the ground. Bingo! So, ugliest stuff I've done ever. But it works.
Oh, that is a beauty! Terrific work, you two. This is a coaster that truly deserves a place in the spotlight. So, how about we put together an advertisement to mark the occasion? Head to the advertising tab in the park management menu and let's show the world what the park has to offer. There aren't different audiences to cater for, however, so it's worth considering which advertisement will bring the most guests to your park.
Alright. Advertising. Advertise to coaster lovers. What's per hour? Zero? 180.
While we wait for our campaign to start bringing in more guests, why don't you try out the ride camera and experience all the exhilaration the coaster will have to offer firsthand?
So, this is a test coaster, which I've actually never been on in real life as well. I'm curious to see how it goes.
How was that? Enough for the time being?
Not enough for the time being.
Thank you again for all your hard work. Coaster Coast is going to be in the best of hands, I can tell.
Oswald, you're
So
not...
impressive.
You're not...
I'm not going anywhere just yet, Eugene. Don't panic. We're just getting started, dipping our toes in the... Actually, hold that thought. I've got just the job lined up for you. I'll send you the details. See you soon.
We're gonna watch this for a little more. And then we're gonna go into the next scenario. Animatronic up there tilts you down 90 degrees. Limit you. Certainly might have made the drop a bit bigger than what it did right now. It does bring a lot of speed. Is it the main menu? Yes. In the swing of things. That's presuming that this is going to be a water park. Just about how to start one of those.
It's good to see you again. Come along, you're right on time. Now, this park is going to be slightly different from the previous park. How? I hear you cry out in anticipation. Well, my eager beaver, we're going to expand this park into, drumroll please, a water park. Of course, we wouldn't expect you to start building pools and flumes all on your own. So, I'd like to hand you over to Brad Newton, our very own water ride engineer.
Hey, mate. How's it going? I'm Brad, and when it comes to water rides, I'm your guy. I used to think everyone was admiring my physique. They'd shout, "Waterman!" But turns out they were just calling me Waterman. I still take it as a compliment, though.
Right. We started. In the world of the world of theme parks has changed a bit in recent years. In a word, they've gotten a lot more wet. But you're not getting thrown into the deep end without a life preserver. Coaster Coast boasts an expert on water park engineering eager to help you dip your toes in.
In any case, let's get started. I've set out an area for you to work in. You can't just go planting a pool down anywhere you please. I learned that lesson on Eugene's 8th birthday. He really did love his first laptop, but it ended up giving a new meaning to surfing the web.
A 15 megahertz processor, 4 meg of RAM, and 1 floppy disk drive. Trust my brother to mistake a motherboard for a surfboard.
Anyway, let's focus on our new area. The first thing a water park needs is, well, water. I've prepared a blueprint for you to get started. Of course, you don't have to use that one. I only stayed up all night to make it for you. It's no big deal or anything. Just select the one you want and place it wherever you like. As long as the guests can reach it, of course.
Of course. Oh, it snaps. Nice.
Nice! That's a pretty enticing pool. So, we want to make sure people can actually swim in it. To do that, we'll need to give them a place to get changed into their swimwear. Have you ever walked around in wet denim? I do not recommend it. Build some changing rooms and a body dryer in a place that's easy to access. Oh, and make sure it's connected to a path, for obvious reasons.
The game's going great. I'm just doing the career mode at the moment. Never actually done the career mode in the previous one. So it's nice to do it. We're just doing what the game is telling us to do.
You're doing a brilliant job so far. Brad seems to have rushed off to find his swimming trunks, so I'll take you through the final steps. Now that the pool is complete, guests will be rushing to purchase their pool passes. At the moment, they're only available at the entrance, so we should place down a guest services building nearby.
Alright. So they gave the guest services more functionality in this one. I think just put it down next to it. Yeah, just put it down next to the other ones. Just open it up.
With this guest services up and running, guests will have more places to buy
Yeah,
a pass
it
that
is
will
quite
give them
simple. I just
access to all the
run
water
OBS.
attractions in the park. No pass,
And a
no pool.
microphone.
Whew, found them! I can't wait to take a dip. This is all looking amazing. I'm starting to get what Oswald
And then
sees
I'm
in you.
using a,
You've got great
MIDI
potential
keyboard
here with
as
us.
sound
That being
mixer
said,
because
there's
it has
still
knobs,
much for us
so
to do.
It works.
I couldn't agree more. As the pool is now up and running, we must keep it clean. After all, no one wants to dive into dirty water.
To do this, all you need to do is add a water filter to the pool. If the pump isn't working, make sure it has power. I found most technical problems can be solved by plugging it in. It also needs to be able to reach the water of the pool to work. Don't worry though, it doesn't have to cover the whole pool. Just a part will do.
Utilities. Fine. This. Down a bit. So I just put it there. Oh, great.
Great
That
work!
works.
Our job isn't done yet, though. Sometimes
Tell you
guests
what.
can tire themselves out in the water and need a place to kick back and relax. We should add some sun lounges so they have a place to chill out. Oh, and some ladders and a diving board, too. Extra little touches like these will improve the prestige of the pool. The better the prestige, the more guests will want to visit. It's a win-win.
Yeah, I don't really need any art. I have friends I can ask if I need art. And I don't plan on VTubing anytime. So I don't need anything for that as well either. What's the difference between the pool ladders? Also, great place to play The Sims, apparently.
Oh, and don't forget to make sure the pool is deep enough to dive in first before placing a diving board. I found that out the hard way. Quite literally.
Next one diving board. I think I'm just gonna go for a simple one.
I think it's about time we check on our pool and make sure guests are enjoying it and feel safe. Select the pool and take a look at the pool safety tab.
Pool safety tab.
Oh my goodness, Brad! Brad! There's a guest panicking! What do we do?
Whoa, that's weird. Hey, mates, have you tried swimming? Oh, I don't think that's it. Okay, yeah, they need some help.
Oh,
All right.
think of the paperwork! Okay, everyone, stay calm! Don't panic!
Breathe, Eugene. We've got this. It's all in hand. Place down a lifeguard point at the side of the pool. Without one, lifeguards won't be able to rescue distressed guests.
Place a lifeguard chair. I can do that. That seems right.
All we have to do now is wait for the lifeguard to do their job.
2 seconds. Alright. That works.
There we go. See, Eugene? The guest is fine. Are you fine, though?
Yeah, of course. I'm totally fine. You're in your happy place. Cell A1, cell A2, cell A3. Data validation.
While Eugene comes back down to Earth, I want to say you did a great job under pressure. A lifeguard will rescue anyone they see struggling, as long as they're on duty at their point. It's all part of maintaining our pool safety. Remember, though, they're only Plankonian. They can only cover so much area at once. Larger pools will need more lifeguards and lifeguard points to keep everyone safe.
But that makes sense.
So, you smashed the first pool out of the park.
Of course, we're gonna
Not
put
literally,
another
of course. That would be difficult, not to mention an HR nightmare. But one pool does not a water park make.
Hell yeah, crystal pool. This is great. Okay, so definitely go through. We just go. Yeah, that works good enough. Over there. Oh, thanks for following. There. I'm just building. Doing the career mode. do have to admit, building stuff was easier in Roller Coaster Tycoon. But I do enjoy it. It just... well, it fits.
Nicely done. Just make sure to
Yeah, it's
hire
cool.
extra lifeguards to keep the pool safety in the green.
Yep.
I don't think I have another Eugene meltdown in me today.
I have no idea what you're on about.
A true water park needs stuff like wave pools, flumes, and lazy rivers. With that being said, let's start by building a flume. You'll need to know how to build a flume from scratch. So, I'll give you a crash course. First, select the flume that you want from the many beautiful rainbow options we have available.
For there. Can you cover it? Oh, wait. We need to put a filter down. Where were they again? Abilities? Yes. Then it's a bump. It's a filter. I want to put one down over there. That's right there. I'll connect that to this one. Great. And now we get to build a flume.
Sweet choice! Now, we need to start with the platform. Simply place it down where you think is best. You can also attach multiple flumes to a platform, if you're feeling adventurous.
I feel like this is like this is a nice place.
The next step is to start building the flume itself. Start by placing the flume entrance. This is where the slide will start, in case it wasn't obvious. Okay, now here comes the fun part. We have the platform, we have the entrance. Now, we need the slide. Place it down however you like. Just keep the angle of the slide in mind. You need the guests to get enough speed to keep going. That reminds me. Want to see a cool trick? Eugene can determine the angle of anything just by looking at it.
Oh, Brad, I really don't think they want to...
Nonsense! It's your party trick. At least it would be if you joined me at any.
Corners. That's for
Come
your corner.
on. What angle is
Clear.
this?
Tube.
35.7 degrees.
Ha ha! Bingo! How cool is that? Blows my mind every time. Where was I? Oh, yes. Building the slide. Alongside the angle, you should also keep an eye on the twists and turns.
Indeed. If the lateral G-force is too high, it will scare the guests. Not to mention raise the flume's fear and nausea rating. This is looking great! You just need to add a flume exit onto the end of the slide now. Make sure it's close to the water. The guests will need the water to break their landing. That might sound like common sense, but Brad has a scar on his arm that would say otherwise.
Shh! Keep your voice down. I've been telling people it's from when I tried to surf wet cement and almost managed it.
Around that. Down. Now we need one. That'll fall a bit. That won't mind. Ow. Oh, great. No. Smooth. Yeah. I don't know what they want. That's it.
Like having Billy Shield.
How do we place an exit to this? Do we place an exit to this? Okay, I am confused. Edit. I'm so confused about what I have to do. Okay. So I'll just do this again. Go down. Select that. That part. Add an end piece. Add an end piece.
Anyway,
Place
now
it.
it's time
Okay.
to test this baby out. We can only open the ride if the test dummy safely reaches the end. Don't worry if it doesn't work on the first try. Eugene got us a great deal on them, so we have plenty spare.
Eugene Newton is no stranger to the
Not gonna
artistry
be
of the
true.
coupon code. But yes, if the test ride is failing, you can simply open... Once your slide is ready to go, don't forget to place a flume staircase and connect it to the path.
Okay, and then we're also gonna put that there.
The big
I don't know, I
moment
didn't
is
want to-
finally here. It's now time to open your...
Hello, boys! I wanted to check in and see how the onboarding was going with our new friend here. But I can see there was nothing to worry about. The park is looking great. I knew you were the right pick for the job. It seems you're running out of space, though. That simply won't do. I'll transfer over some money for you to purchase the new area of land.
Likely density. Park expansion. Blank canvas, 30,000. Okay.
And with that, your initial onboarding is complete. It's time for you to take what you've learned here
Hey, Jason.
and apply it
I'm
to
doing
new
good.
parks. If you want to hang around here a bit longer, though, Eugene has prepared a
Just
list of
playing,
objectives for you to
Bloom Coast
make your
2.
way through.
Don't worry, if you forget anything that
Finding
was
out
said
how to
here,
do
you
stuff
can
in the campaign
always
mode.
check the help menu.
You did such a good job here. You should be proud. I'm looking forward to riding this wave of success with you in future parks.
Agreed. A spectacular start.
You've got the Newton Brothers seal of approval. A mighty feat indeed. I'll leave you to it. I need to go and make the preparations for our next endeavor.
Great. And that is... Well, 2 new flat rides. Alright, we can do that. Let's see. Let's build 1 set of aquatic teacups. this. Actually, right. Do want to aquatic teacups. Or not. Right. That's the exit, that's the entrance, so we'll put it like this. There. And we'll connect the entrance first. I have not figured out how to... Ah, there we go. This one? Great for you. Yeah, that's nice. And then we'll put another path down. One. The exit. That's this one actually. Check off this. Power facilities. Yes. Those are useful. Oh, package came. I'll be right back. Alright. That was a package I've been waiting for the entire day. I'll connect this to there. And put a power distributor. There. Connect it to that. And we have power. Great. Open it up. And then we run out of flatrites. Got a lot of teacups. I think we'll add a pile of everything. So this. Into the entrance. Here. And we'll go with, yep, same. hopefully, if we do this, hopefully don't do it ourselves. Just that over there. Open up this one. Build a new coaster. Like at least 300 meters. So I'm going to go with chain lift. I have a lot of money. Chain lift coaster of at least 300 meters. I think this one will do fine. We'll just go up in a 60-degree angle. Always crank the speed. Meters. Put it off. And then just great. We actually have mechanics. That's part of it. Dive loop. That's very nice. And just complete it for the rest. Tested. Meantime, is this generator one? Okay. Station, can I? So, lateral G-force, G-force, and forward G-force. Okay. Let's see if it's okay. Oh, it is. Otherwise, I'll have to add a brake run here. That feels like. Great. Done. entrance. Yes, exit. Entrance to path. So yes. I'm kind of working myself in a hole, and I know that I'm doing that. Hey, who cares? Okay, so that has no clearance. This is not really this world. Okay. Okay. Park management, staff. I have actual mechanics. I have one mechanic. Might need another mechanic. How do I mechanic again? Hire a mechanic. Well, how do I hire a mechanic? Emergency call. Okay. Now we'll go back to its place. Start with the exit. Cube. Gonna be a very fancy cube. The cube. to the exit. Yeah. Then, the heat maps for power. It's also just out of it. So that means we have to new power distributor. Right there. Connect to that. There's power. And open. Great. We will put no. This one. So why not? Okay. Test it. Sure, that works. Clearly doesn't end underwater or something. How do finances? No. Can't I just like isn't there a way? Okay. Other stuff. Mechanics. Emergency call. Emergency call. What if we add extras? What if we add AI diamond? Really? Doesn't add anything. That sucks. How do I close the scenery sorting? No. Yeah, then. Okay, that's it. Cool extras. You know, still might not be a good idea to add those. there, balance it out. Oops. That's a deft road. Who doesn't like a deft road? I don't really like the constant like doing this stuff. Like space issues with
Whoa, you did it! Congrats, mate. You've done
Not really like
such a
space
great job
issues
bringing everything together.
I could
The
not
scenario
agree
parks.
more. You're going to fit in well here, I can tell.
because
I'm
the
excited to
scenario
see what
parks
projects
just,
we have
you know,
coming up.
They're already filled with stuff. I have streamed for my hour for today, so I'm gonna quit now. I had fun in the game. I'm gonna continue next time. Part 2 of the scenarios. Ciao.